This many officers in downtown Toronto is unusual. So was a vague tweet this morning from police. It said police are responding to an unconfirmed, uncorroborated piece of information relating to the Greater Toronto Area. As a result, there is an increased number of police officers in the downtown core.
Everywhere you look, there's police officers everywhere, so you just hope for the best and that it's really nothing.
Makes me a little edgy, but what do you do?
But it was a press conference, not an incident, that ended up being the spectacle.
Toronto Police received information regarding a potential risk to public safety.
Police didn't reveal what the tip was or who it came from.
We're not going to comment on anything to do with the information received.
In fact, he encouraged people to go about their business as usual.
I can't recall the last time that we had a press conference of this nature where the Toronto Police Service said, look, we have some information, it's unconfirmed, it's uncorroborated, but we're taking it seriously, and so we're acting on it.
The recent van attack on Toronto's busy Yonge Street that killed 10 people has likely changed how police respond.
There's a lot of pressure that if you have any inkling that something similar to that's going to happen, you're going to act on it. You're not going to ignore it.
The moving company U-Haul says it was told by police to watch out for suspicious behavior when renting out vehicles. It says U-Haul was one of many companies contacted by the Ontario Provincial Police on July 11th with a request to remain vigilant in reporting suspicious activity in the Toronto area. But today, at the hub of the city's most well-known tourist attractions, some of the extra police on patrol chatted with curious people passing by and helped with directions. And some music fans plan to be back tonight no matter what for a Foo Fighters concert.
Terrorism ranks here on my list of importance. Foo Fighters ranks here. I'm not going to let someone ruin my freedom. You know, I want to see a concert. Show must go on.
Okay, so Jacqueline's in the heart of downtown Toronto now. So many people were getting text messages today saying, you know, is everything okay? What basically is the public supposed to make of all this, to do with this information?
I know, police, they were in a tough spot. If they didn't come out and say why there were extra officers on the streets, there would have been even more questions. And like you said, this is one of the areas downtown where we saw an increased police presence. And if you just take a look behind me, actually there's now a dump truck blocking this street along with a police car. But this, Adrian, is actually normal for this area. That concert that I mentioned earlier is happening at the Rogers Centre just behind me. So Toronto regularly increases security measures when there's going to be a lot of people in one location for an event. Today's efforts were extra, an attempt to keep things calm. And even though politicians and police have said again and again recently that this city is safe, today's events, but also the recent string of shootings in the city have made people question that. Today, though, it seems it was more about action. So the increased police presence downtown, but also we heard that they'll be adding 200 extra officers overnight on the streets during the sort of peak hours for gun violence. So both attempts to deter bad behavior, but also reassure people, Adrian, that this city is still safe.
Okay, Jacqueline, thanks very much. A fine balance there.